the running back position is becoming less and less valuable in the modern NFL. But the 2025 NFL Draft is stacked with elite talent at the running back position. The big headlining name is going to be Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon, a player who really came on in the second half of last season and is expected to hear his name called relatively early in the NFL Draft. How good is Gordon, and will he even be the first running back off the board? Those are questions we will be answering in today's video. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. We will be doing tons of these prospect spotlight videos as we go further into the college football season and inch closer to the NFL Draft. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon, where you guys will get exclusive access to my NFL power rankings, prospect interviews, and my complete draft guide for only $5 a month. That'll be linked down in the description below. But without further ado, let's take a closer look at Ollie Gordon. There was a clear turning point for the Oklahoma State offense in 2023. Gordon had 19 total carries through the first 3 weeks of the season. But in week 4, things really shifted, and he became the main focal point for the Cowboys. He finished the year with 1,732 yards, 21 touchdowns, and 285 carries. He had multiple games in a row with over 200 yards on the ground, and he was so good that some people thought that he should have been nominated for the Heisman. He showed some fantastic rushing ability for Oklahoma State and is expected to repeat this production in 2024. The vision of Ollie Gordon is the best trait in his game. He sees the holes open up, and he has such incredible quickness to hit those holes effectively, and he's a very smart running back. He had a number of jumps, cuts, spins, all the tools in the toolbox to help hit the holes more effectively and create positive yardage, and I think he has some of the best vision of any running back in the draft class. He saw holes open up and he was able to change direction completely, and that really stood out to me as that is such an important part about the position. We mentioned the quickness, but I don't think that's something to just gloss over either. He is an incredibly quick athlete, especially when he's making his cuts. He's super light on his feet, and if he's able to gain a step on you, he's as good as gone. The quickness he plays with is absolutely incredible, and he has the long speed to go along with it. Gordon stands at 6'1", 211 pounds, and I think he has really good size for the running back position. When you mix the size with the speed, you have a pretty balanced running back. But another aspect of his game that I absolutely love is his contact balance. He does a great job of making defenders miss before they can get a hand on him with his jukes, but he does an even better job of staying on balance when the contact does inevitably come his way. He had 1,056 yards after contact in 2023, which is absolutely unbelievable. He is a super strong, super balanced runner, and those are things that I love to see from my running backs. In terms of weaknesses, I have a few. He didn't do some of the extra work as a running back. I felt he struggled at times as both a receiver and a blocker. You'll look at the numbers and think Gordon was good as a receiving option, but there were some concerns I had there. For one, he had 4 drops in 2023, and he wasn't really asked to do much out of the backfield. He averaged 0.89 yards per route, and he doesn't have the route running out of the backfield I'd like to see. As a blocker, it was up and down as well, but I felt that he didn't have the strong anchor, and he was pushed around a bit too easily at times. These are areas of his that I definitely think can improve with more experience, but Oklahoma State really didn't ask him to do that. So those are going to be some questions I have, but I'm also worried about the usage. He had 285 carries last season, and a majority of those came in the second half of the year. We can only expect that Oklahoma State is going to run him a ton again this year, and I think going into the draft, he could have well over 500 carries, and that does concern me a little bit, especially with the running back position that is so volatile. I'm going to be very interested to see how Oklahoma State manages the workload. In terms of a scheme for Gordon, I think he can run in a ton of different schemes. He can bounce outside effectively, he has the strength and balance to run between the tackles, And at Oklahoma State, he ran a lot of gapped concepts, but I think because of his vision, he would thrive in a heavy zone concept scheme where he can bounce it to the outside, he can see the holes open up on the inside. I think he would be a fantastic zone runner. Gordon offers a lot as a runner, but in an absolutely loaded running back class, I think he could get overlooked a bit. He doesn't offer a ton as a receiver, nor as a blocker, and I'm worried about the mileage he will have on his legs, so I have him as my number 3 running back in the class currently. Now don't worry, Oklahoma State fans, he's still ranked as a top 20 player in the class for me, but this class is absolutely loaded, and I think there are some slightly better dual threats in this draft class. In terms of size, speed, quickness, and contact balance, Gordon is very similar to Jets running back Breece Hall. Both are super quick, super shifty backs, but they have the uncanny ability to fight through contact and gain extra yards. Ollie Gordon may be better in that department in terms of yards after contact per carry, but as pure runners, I think they show a lot of similarities even in terms of their strides, so that's my comparison for Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon is an outstanding running back. The size, the speed, the vision, it's all there for him. I think he has the upside to be a truly dynamic back at the next level, and I expect Ollie Gordon will be a first or second round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.